Hey, hey, hey. Hello. Hey, everybody. I am back again. Back today to do a little video on the healing season and understanding, the progress and the process of healing. Um, this video kind of came up because I'm a person of I'm a person that always pushes people to heal. Like I'm a person that's always pushing people to grow. I'm always giving affirmations, or I'm always trying to make people see their worth in a certain way somehow. Um, People always come to me with their problems, and I'm always pushing and trying to motivate them to the best of my ability of how I would want somebody to motivate me. So I wanted to have a discussion about that today, about us, getting in our healing season, approaching our season, and then try and put other people in theirs, right? So let's just say I learned something. So as usual, though, let me affirm and protect my space, my aura, my energy. And then we're gonna go. I'm calling upon my divine elemental ancestors, fire, earth, air, water, spirit, divine mother wisdom, divine father protection. Shield me and grant lessons learned solely do the greatest joys, peace, and abundance to myself, my children, Mother Tiamat, divine feminine, masculine, the innocence, the just, divine unions, those animal, newborn, and elder, aquatic, insect, and plant family, to live life fulfilling my Dharma with infinite inner love, peace, respect, loyalty, great health, and wealth now. And so it is, so be it. Make it so. So, again, I started this channel because I wanted people to know that it was possible for them to change, for them to grow, for them to change their perspective and not really follow the lead of others, but to be a leader so others can follow in a more positive aspect, if that makes sense, right? And I don't want nobody to think that with this channel, it's like I'm telling you what you need to do. This is not a channel what you need to do. This is not a channel what you have to do. This is a channel that helps you when you decide yourself what you want to do, right? This is when you made that decision and said that change is inevitable. I have to do something different. I want to do something different. Let me look and see what I can do, right? Let me look and see what I can do, how I can do it, and the best way that helps me to begin my change within me, right? Within. This channel is about changing from within. It's not about pretending to be something you're not. It's not about how to put a costume on and how to pretend to be happy. No, this is about really being happy within. Because when you're happy within, you're happy without and throughout, right? You're happy on the inside out. You're happy throughout your life. You're motivating, you're changing because you decided to feel a different feeling, experience a different experience, right? And what I've learned, you know, in general, just from me, I'm still reading, I'm still learning, I'm still healing. Okay. Healing is not a wham bam, thank you, ma'am thing. It's something that's I believe I'm gonna be doing until I leave this earth in this physical form that I'm in, right? And it's a challenge I gave myself and told myself that I will challenge myself to be better than I was yesterday, to be better than I was 5 years ago, to see things in a different light than I seen 5 years ago, to interpret and try to understand what's being said or done around me before I react, to have a better reaction than that reaction I had 5, 10, 15 years ago, right? Every year we encounter a new year. Hey, happy New Year's, it's going to be this. And a lot of people will set a New Year's resolution, but never realize that that New Year's resolution is outside of who you are. I decided to set a resolution. It ain't a New Year's every year, right? I decided to set a challenge for myself of who I can be each year that was greater than the last year, right? And I'm talking about internally. I'm talking about how I feel, how I care, how I love, how I interact, right? How I decide to decode the ignorance that's happening around me, how I'm going to deal with people, places, and things, right? My challenge is to learn to walk in God form, right? To love like God, to think like God, to listen like God, right? I say, I'm going to heaven. I'm going to heaven, right? I'm going to create heaven and I'm going to go, right? So as long as I create it here, I know I'm going because I'm ready, right? I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be ready because my character will be ready, right? My soul will be ready. My heart will be ready, right? So one thing I learned about me getting into my season of healing, and us as a people, what we do is we always try to help everybody else, right? We always try to put that energy out there, not put it out there, but force it, force them to change, force them to see, no, this ain't the way to. But I will be the first to say that I've learned that that is not the way. It's not the way. I had to sit back and remember that it was no way that someone can come to me and tell me, Patrice, you're going to change today. Patrice, you're going to think like this today. Patrice, you want to stop taking that man back because you know better and you deserve better. No, Patrice had to go through that, right? In order for me to learn what my worth was, I had to actually go through these different seasons, these different encounters, these different trials and tribulations. I had to go through these downs to get up, right? I had to go through the storm, the hail, the sleet, the snow, and the uncomfortable. I had to go through that, right? And the biggest lesson of it all is if I never went through that, then I would have never got back to now help y'all understand that y'all got to go through that. Right? If I would have never went through my seasons and my trials and my tribulations and my problems and finding my solutions and understanding what's for me and what's not for me, I wouldn't even be able to sit here and do a channel to help y'all get to understanding what may be for y'all and what may not be, right? So what I learned in that process, I cannot force nobody to go into a season that they ain't ready for. You saying you want to enjoy the summer. I can't tell you get ready for winter if you ain't ready for winter because you want to enjoy the summer, right? It's up to you to be ready for winter. Now, if you want to enjoy the summer when winter come around and slap you in the face because you wasn't ready, I got to let you go through that because while you getting slapped, you're going to get yourself together, right? You're going to get yourself together. You're going to prepare as much as you can prepare while you in it. You're going to see what you could have did different. You're going to learn from your mistakes, right? And after you learn from your mistakes, you're going to already be prepared for that next summer. I mean, that next winter. We already in summer. So you're going to already be prepared for that next winter, right? Therapists, holistic healers, they are there for the support of you when you are ready. When you are ready to go and put yourself through the battle of what is called life. Life ain't perfect. Life ain't imperfect either. Life is what you make it. Life is the perception that you create for yourself, that you decide to step in and decide if you want to keep stepping in it, right? Your life, your show, your pause, your play, and you decide who the characters will be in your story, right? But you also decide when your story changes, when it upgrades. You decide when your story downgrades. Whether you see it or not, you decide if you're going to put up with low vibrational energies What you want to do while you're pitting up with them low vibrational energies, how you're going to react to those low vibrational energies, and you're going to decide when enough is enough for you dealing with those low vibrational energies, as well as your high season. When you're up, you're going to decide how you keep yourself up, how you keep yourself balanced, how you keep yourself at peace, right? A person can only give you guidance, and usually the guidance, I would pray, is only through experience, because don't be letting nobody tell you about something they ain't never been through. Don't be letting nobody sit and tell you what you don't need to do or what you need to do when they ain't never did it themselves. Okay? Now, I can sit here and run this whole channel how I'm about to run it, because everything I talk about, I'm about. Okay? I done been there and back. Do the hell, fast, sleet, snow, and big B. It made me great. It made me awesome. You hear me? All that blame, all the resentment, all the ignorance, all the worry, all the stress. I had to go through those seasons to understand how to control each one of them. Right? I had to go through that to know how to control that. I had to go through it. I am able to tell y'all the stories of what I went through, and how once you get there, how you can go through it correctly, right? But usually we have to go through it incorrectly to even get it correct. So I only could tell you but so much. I only could help you but so far. I only could lead you to the beginning of the path, and once you get on it, you got to decide your way. You have to then use your willpower. You only going to say when enough is enough. You're going to say enough ain't enough, right? But when you fed up, that's when your season really begins. Your season begins when you're fed up. And I noticed that we always have to go through something traumatic from experience. Everyone that gets to the part where they want to grow, they want to change, they want to be better, have to encounter something traumatic, because that traumatic situation or occurrence shakes you. It shakes you. It don't break you, because you whole. You still whole, but it shakes you. It shakes you to the point that you just say, I got to do something now, and I got to do something that I've never done. And that's when faith comes in. That's when trust in the unknown comes in. Because now when you decide to do something different, you decide to change your character, you don't know how the outcome will be. The only thing you know and what outcomes you know are things you already lived, situations you already encountered. That's how you know what the outcome going to be. And believe it or not, you got so comfortable with stressing yourself out. You got so comfortable with stressing yourself out. You got so comfortable with being depressed about it. You got so comfortable with being ignorant. You got so comfortable with allowing other people to be ignorant towards you that you think that it's normal. But when you decide to face something and do something that's unnormal, that's when your faith comes in. That's when your season begins. When you smile, when everything around you seems like it's tumbling down, it's crumbling. That's what it seems like, because that's what your perception is allowing it to be. But is it really crumbling? Is it really falling down? Is your life really over if you're still waking up with another day to try again, right? The main point of this video was us just realizing that we cannot push people to change. We cannot push people into a season of healing. We cannot push people into a season of letting go. We cannot push people in a season to even see a different perspective if they're not willing. It's all about their will. It's their will that they're using to go do what they want to go through. It's their will that they're using to allow the situation to encounter that they're in. So I now understand why they say don't judge people, because for what? We've all been in every situation we've judged to a certain extent, we've all encountered. And if not, if you keep judging it, you will encounter it, right? We have to allow people to go through the hell. I'm talking about through the fights, through the cries, through the loss of income, the loss of job. Sometimes you have to allow them. Like, we can't keep trying to be people's saviors. We be trying to save everybody from something, but really God, the universe, wants them to go through that to get out, to be able to tell a better story. We all be wanting them to tell the story how we came and saved them. Yeah, because when I met them, they changed my life. But sometimes the real story is how you changed your own life. And guys, we have to be willing to allow people to change their own life. And I know, like, we a lot of us don't know that time is illusion, and it seems like, damn, it's taking forever. I know I can help. I know I can help. But sometimes you can't help. Sometimes the best help you can give somebody is just standing back. I mean, if it's not harming them, they're not killing themselves, they're not harming other people, they still breathing, they still living. This is their battle. I think we forgot that a lot of us, when we came here, we already wrote out our paths for us. It was up to us to go on a journey. When we came here, we came alone, and we wrote that path. We wrote it alone. Yes, we're going to encounter some of our soul tribe and some of our soulmates. And everybody we meet, we don't meet by accident, because they are a part of our story. But it's a part of the story that we got in to heal ourselves, to save ourselves, to be our Jesus, to take ourselves off the cross. You have to take yourself off that cross. You have to be willing to cross and go through different trials and tribulations to get to you, to get to the God in you, to get to your higher spirit, to get to your higher source, to get to understanding and understanding. Because if you don't truly understand and understand what you're going through, then you're going to put yourself back in it, and you're going to have to keep learning again. So unless you really fully go do it on your own, that's the only way you fully learn on your own, to really say, I'm not going back through that. Like, when you burn yourself, you know it's hot because you did it. You did it by yourself. Nobody, granted, even when your mom told you don't do it, you still tried it. You tried it because you had to really know. So when life gives us these ups and downs and we go through it so we can really know what it's like, so then we can know better. So that we can know better. So that we can decide better. So that when the circle rolls back around and we get the same scenario, we already know what we're going to do this time around. And we're not looking for Tom, JoJo, or Jonathan to come tell us what not to do, because we got it tattooed in our mind that, damn, I remember this before. You know what? Instead of going right, let me try left. Because last time I did right and that ain't go right. I'm going to try left and see if that do a little better. Alone, though. And when I say alone, I'm talking about alone where I'm not looking for somebody to just push me in a wheelchair and direct the way. I know such and such going to get me out of this. Because truth be told, if you actually sit and you think about it, everything that somebody saved you out of, you did it again. You did it again. Every time somebody pushed or saved you, you did it again, because, again, you were looking to be saved or pushed. So we got to understand, guys, that we cannot be everyone's savior. Sometimes we have to let them go through their struggles, no matter what the struggle is, especially if they don't take accountability of why they're going through their struggle. When we let people get to their struggles and we don't even let them take accountability that, now they think somebody owed them something or somebody's obligated to save them through their struggle. Now they get upset. Oh, nobody care about me. But hold up. How did you get here? Did you care about you? Because if you cared about you, can you honestly say that you would be going through the struggle? Right? And there's nothing wrong with having a good heart. Allowing somebody to go through their struggle don't mean you don't got a good heart. Okay? What it means is that you have a heart. You have so good of a heart that you want them to understand their struggle. And you know you're going to be there, but you can't let them know you're going to be there. Because if you let them know you're going to be there, they not going to want to go through that struggle. Right? So I'm going to watch. I'm going to tap in just when I know I need to. And let me just see what they do. Let me see how they going to get through this. I'll give them a little bit of information, but let me see if they're going to go get the rest of it. Right? We got to stop treating adults like children. We have to let them fall a little bit and get back up. We have to let them scrape themselves and get back up. We have to, because that's how we got back up. We only got back up because we fell, we scraped, we crawled, we jumped, we kicked. All that got us to where we are, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. It got us where we are. A lot of us are at peace because we done wrestled with hell already. right? We find in heaven because we already went through the hoops and the loops and the trials and the tribulations and the levels. There's levels to this shit, to this stuff. It's levels. And once you get to a new level, you might go through that cycle again, but this time on another level. You remember the last level, so you're not about to go at that way again. You're about to go through this new level in a different way, and it might be a more prosperous way. It might be a more understanding way, a way where it's not draining you, a way where it's showing you and making you happy, making you want to go do it this way, so you can get to the next level. Life is like a game. It's levels to this. And though we be like, why are we going through this? But why would you ask yourself, well, why am I going to this next level? All you could do is level up. All you could do is level up. And if you're not leveling up, you're just right there where you began at that level. Now we can go backwards, but it's only so far backwards you can go. So why not just keep going forward? But the best way to go forward is to understand why you're going to do what you're going to do, how you got to where you're going to, and how not to go back through it when you get through it. That's it. That's it. Life is a cycle. So you wonder why you're going to do these same cycles, but until you learn on that first cycle, you can't get to the next cycle if you didn't learn on the first cycle. You can't keep looking for people to save you to get through your cycles. You got to be willing to go through these cycles alone. Again, we put our energy into so many things outside of ourselves. Jobs, materialism, TV, music. We put our energy into so many things, but when it comes to us, it's like we don't have no energy for ourselves. No energy to handle things by ourselves. No energies to get through things by ourselves. And even still, when you asking other people for help, you still ain't even trying to get through it by yourself. You just taking the information, oh yeah, you right, sleeping on it and going right back through it again. You're not even taking it serious, wasting somebody else's time, for real. But yes, everybody, each individual has their season of turmoil. Each individual has their season of highs. Every individual has their season of lows. One year, you could have nothing but prosperity, manifestation, everything you ever asked for. Are you preparing for that next season just in case? Now that you got everything you asked for, are you prepared to see that it can start to slip away? Did you prepare yourself? Did you take notes? Did you see what not to do? Did you see what to continue to do? Sometimes we get so wrapped up in what's happening for us that we forget what can happen to us. And then when it happened to us, we act like we forgot that this is part of life. With perfection comes imperfection. It's balance. With the good come the bad. It could always be good. It's going to be a little bad. Don't let the bad take you out the game forever and just drop you to the level, to the lowest of the level. Don't let the bad do that. When you find balance and you know who you are and you be present enough to see what the cycles are and how they're coming around and what you're learning, what you're meant to learn and what you're willing to take in and what you're willing to let go, you'll understand that it's just a game. You are the key player in your game. And you decide what level you want to get to, what level you want to learn from, and what level you want to repeat again. It's up to you to keep repeating these same levels. It's up to you to keep encountering these same energies and dealing with these same people and setting yourself up to get with these same jobs and treating you these same ways or whatever. It's all up to you. Do you know that you have control? You do. Stop thinking that you're weak. It's nothing weak about nobody. We're not weak. We're strong. Look how we survived this long. We're so strong. We talk about how they spraying stuff in the air, they putting stuff in the water, they putting stuff in our food, but you still surviving. You still surviving. Did you realize that? If knowing all that is true and they trying to do all that, but you still kicking and moving and breathing and happy and lucky, and every day you wake up to start something new. A lot of us have been waking up starting to old. We wake up and we got fresh thoughts, but we wake up with the last thoughts. That's just repeating tomorrow. That's just repeating yesterday. You decide if you want to repeat yesterday. You could also decide to let something go. Stop letting ego and pride tell you to hold on to something that's draining you, something that's not benefiting you, something that's not serving you or your higher purpose. Stop it. That's up to you. Stop settling for weakness. You're stronger than that. We all are stronger than that. Can't you tell how strong you are? When you sit back and think about your life and all the things that you do, would have broke you, should have broke you, could have broke you, you're whole. You're whole. You whole. You're whole. That's all I can say. That's it. That's all. So the main purpose of this video is allow people to go through their seasons, y'all, respectfully, without judgment, without putting them down. Yes, you can help them, but don't save them. Let them save themselves. You can help, but do not save them. Allow them to save themselves. Allow them to feel good and empower themselves by saving themselves. Right? And it don't matter how long that season take. It could be a whole year or two. If that's how long it takes for them to mentally get it straight to what they need to do and not do and what they should be doing and how to get themselves together, let that be okay. For them, that ain't got nothing to do with you. You keep healing you. You keep doing what you got to do. I know we don't like to be alone on this healing path and we always want people to be with us, but that's not our job. We can be messing up somebody's story by always trying to jump in and put a cape on and swoop them up. We can be messing up somebody's story, somebody learning, somebody encountering the best reason why they're alive without us coming in to save them. So that's my video for today, guys. That's all I wanted to share. I want everybody to subscribe, like, subscribe. I think I am going to leave my comment section on maybe like every other video. I didn't leave it on because I just put out what I put out, and I know a lot of people will relate, and I know a lot won't. And it's like, I'm not really with the low vibrational comments, but it's life, right? I can't dodge it. Like I said, we got to balance it out. So I feel like with me opening my comment section, and even if I do get, the low vibrational or the back and forth, it's okay. But be okay with me ignoring you because I'm not about to entertain entertainment. I'm not. If it's not serving me or it's not helping me, I'm all for criticism. I'm all for what could be better. Your outlook, I'm all for that outlook. If your outlook, your perspective, I'm all for that. But I'm not for no disrespect. I'm not. I'm not tolerating it. I'm not giving it. And I'm not about to receive it from nobody. Point blank period. The energy you put out, you get back. And if people decide they want to put that type of energy out, you're not going to get it back from me. I'll leave that to the universe. Okay? And I got a strong universe around me. Okay? So I am going to leave the comment section open. I think I closed on this video, but my next video. And guys, just stay at peace. Find bliss. Do whatever you need to do to get back to you. Do whatever you need to do to find you first. Because first you have to find you to understand what it is you're getting back to. So seek you. Seek love. Seek peace. Seek understanding. Seek overstanding. And seek balance of the ego. Okay? America is ran off of ego and pride. Point blank period. And if you look around, first of all, you could look at yourself first. Because you carrying that ego and pride harder than anybody around you, but get upset when somebody else come to you with their ego and pride. We have to balance that first. So find you first. Then find out what makes you happy. Then find out what it is that you love about you. And implement all those things inside of you. And you're going to be great. I promise you. I want all you guys to have a great evening on purpose with purpose. Stay present, stay patient, and stay at peace and stay at bliss. Okay? And choose you and choose love. And if you can't choose love in a situation, then remove yourself from the situation. That's it. That's all.